Hello everyone, I'm James Carl Marasigan, your speaker for today. So let me begin with something bold, something that might sound offensive, but it isn't. Jose Rizal should become obsolete. No, I'm not saying we should delete him from the history or stop honoring his legacy. What I mean is we should reach a point where we no longer need him to remind us what's wrong with our country. Because here's the uncomfortable truth. Rizal still makes too much sense. He died over a century ago, yet everything he warns us still haunts us. Corruption, cultural inferiority, apathy. He holds up a mirror, and we still flinch at what we see. So let's take a look. Remember Don Timoteo Pelaez from El Filibusterismo, a businessman who manipulates government policy to serve profit. Sound familiar? It's alive today. Overpriced contracts, cronies in suits, politics wrapped in commerce. Or Basilio, the scholar who chooses silence. He's smart, capable, driven, but he stays quiet. That's not my problem, he thinks. Today, Basilios are everywhere. Talented, people who choose comfort over courage, who look away from injustice, thinking someone else will deal with it. But silence is dangerous. It's the oxygen that corruption breathes. And then there's Simon's warning. While a people preserves its language, it preserves the marks of its liberty. Language is more than a grammar. It's identity. Yet, we trip over Filipino like it's embarrassing. We speak English to sound refined, successful, and while there's nothing wrong with living in two tongues, there is something deeply wrong with shame. We scroll we scroll through Western content, celebrate imported culture, praise foreign influencers. But when was the last time you watched a local indie film or read a Filipino book? Not because you had to, but because you wanted to. We've copied so much, we've forgotten how to create. Rizal called these borrowed defects. He feared that imitation would become identity. And today, we're proving him right. So no, making Rizal obsolete isn't about erasing him. It's about fulfilling him. It's about building a country so just, so proud, so awake, that his novels feel outdated, that Nolly and Elfie become relics, not warnings. Imagine this. A Philippines where corruption isn't expected, where Filipinos sound strong, where educated mind speaks out, not just succeed, where Rizal's mission is complete. He once said, the youth is the hope of the nation. Let me add to that. The youth are the architects of revolution, not the kind with swords, but the kind with conscience. We don't need another Rizal, we need thousands. Citizens who read critically, vote wisely, speak boldly, who choose not to look away. Because when we do that, Rizal will no longer be our mirror, and he won't be erased. He'll be free, he'll rest, and will finally be the country he imagined. Thank you.